New Year, Deep Flyers. For those of you joining our channel for the first time, my name is Clay, and I'm happy to bring our 6th Fly Deep Rise Above video post. As always, we'll do a fly deep into the big questions, and then rise above to look down on our world from over the top. This time, we'll fly deep into the spacious atom, then rise above to wind around the San Antonio Medical Center area. So, let's get it on.
One of the most intriguing discoveries in modern science is the fact that there is nothing in this world that even approaches what might be called truly solid. We speak of solids, liquids, and gases, but these terms describe superficial rather than basic properties of matter. All matter, regardless of its state, is composed of invisible particles called atoms.
If you could make the atom a trillion times bigger than it is, then the nucleus would look a little more like this, and the atom itself would look a little more like this. If the electron cloud were the size of a football field, then the nucleus would be the size of a grain of sand. 99.99999% of an atom is actually empty space.
When you start to consider that atoms are 99% empty space and they make up 100% of the universe, you can start to see you're made up of nothingness. If you were to remove all of the empty space contained in every atom in every person on planet Earth and compress us all together, then the overall volume of our particles would be smaller than a sugar cube.
What? Now that would be a heavy sugar cube. Let's fly deep. Last Fly Deep, we ventured into the quantum world of particle entanglement. We learned that quantum particles are the smallest things of which all the big things, including you and I, are made of. And that these particles are entangled, meaning a change in the state of one particle will instantaneously be reflected in the state of its entangled partner, no matter the distance, across the street or across the universe. This post, we will look further into the quantum world, the world of the very tiny, as we explore the implications of a space-filled atom. Now, most of us grew up learning that atoms were the smallest things in the universe, that everything is made of atoms, and that atoms are like tiny BBs. Today, we know that everything is made of atoms, but atoms are not the smallest things in the universe, and they are not solid. The implications of this understanding are far-reaching. Here's a clip by Nassim Haramein, my favorite physicist to be the next Einstein, and he describes some of the existential implications of a spacious atom. This presentation was given in Barcelona, Spain in 2010. You'll find the link to the full video for this and all other clips in the description below.
In fact, if you take the densest atom, the densest molecule, like diamond, and you grew one of the atoms in the diamond molecule so that it becomes an orange size, then the other atom would be 2 football fields away. That is how much space there is between things. Atoms don't touch. Do you realize you have never touched anything? Nothing. Nothing touches. If things started to touch, if the nuclei of atoms started to touch, you would have fusion. It would be a problem. In fact, when you so-called touch something, there's a lot of space. All there is interaction between electromagnetic fields bouncing off each other. Nothing is actually touching anywhere, at any point, at any time. And then when you look inside the atom, what you find? The atom is 99.9999999% space. All of the material world you see around you, everything you're looking at, your body, everything is 99.9999999% space. It's mostly space. With a little teeny little wiggle. We call magnetic component, magnetic moment, a little wiggle. 0.0000001%. This is what we pay a lot of attention to, the wiggle. When I realized that early, I thought, oh, maybe we're paying too much attention to the 0.00001%. Maybe we should pay attention to the 99.9999999%. Maybe the material world is just a function of the space itself. Maybe space just divides itself, and where it divides, it wiggles a little bit, and we see it as reality. Maybe it's not matter that defines space, but maybe it's space that defines matter. So, can you experience right now your spatial self? All that space that you are you aware of it? Or are you only aware of the 0.0001%?
That's it for this post Fly Deep.
And if you don't know, now you know.
Let's rise above. This post-flight is a winding adventure around an area of the San Antonio Medical Center. I captured this video after a dentist visit sometime in November. It was a painless dental visit, so I was feeling bouncy when I left, and therefore I chose bouncy music to go with this twisting, turning flight. You may also notice one of the many sounds of Texas, a little salsa flair in the last track. If any of the music appeals to you, use the soundtrack credits at the end of the video to Google and support the artist. I list the audio tracks in the order in which they are played. Enjoy the flight. We'll close out on the other side. Come, fly with me. Hope you enjoyed this video. The implications of a spacious atom combined with particle entanglement are vast. A fast-growing number of scientists, many somewhat begrudgingly, are approaching the conclusion that our universe is holographic, meaning you and I and all physical matter are holographic representations of a more fundamental reality. We are in an age of awakening. Prior to the internet, much of what is known was unavailable to the masses. What we knew is what we were told and how it was told. Today, however, all of the information in the world is available to all of the people in the world, at least theoretically. Awakening leads to transition, and it certainly feels like we are in the process of transition. And not just national transition, but planetary transition. Change of such magnitude inevitably produces turmoil as the keepers of old ideas struggle to maintain their dominance. We are beginning to understand that we live in and are a part of an amazing place, which makes us amazing as well. Are you beginning to intuitively feel your power? When we understand how our existence works, we can engineer it to our advantage, individually and collectively. In the next post, we'll explore what's happening in the space and perhaps gain some insight into how the space affects us and how we affect the space. In the meantime, beautiful people, let's continue to take care of ourselves, take care of our families. In this new year, let us envision new possibilities. And as always, let us go in peace and love. Namaste.